From the rooftops of the Oriental Pearl Market in the heart of Beijing, we gaze out at the most important temple of all of China, the Temple of Heaven. At a time when the Chinese emperors were considered sons of heaven, they would make a pilgrimage here once a year to reassert their divinity and make animal sacrifices and prayers for a good harvest. Now, the temple is really a complex of sites inside the massive Temple of Heaven Park, which was first opened to the public in 1918. It's easily accessible via the Tiantian Dongmen subway stop on the east side. There's a nice museum inside organized to highlight the emperor's journey through the elaborate prayer ritual each year. The emperor would start out at the Fasting Palace. This is a special residence for the emperor during the lead-up to the ceremonies, where he would abstain from sex and eating meat for a period of time to purify himself. There's a little museum here of artifacts as well. The marble circular mound altar was originally constructed in 1530 and rebuilt in 1740. The top of the three tiers symbolizes heaven, and at the center is a stone called the Heart of Heaven, where the emperor would pray for good weather. So if you stand on the coveted spot in the center and you speak, your voice is supposedly amplified by the surrounding marble balustrades, helping your prayers to reach the gods a little easier. Just north of the altar is the Echo Wall, which surrounds the Imperial Vault of Heaven. The shape of the round walls are said to enable a whisper to travel easily from one end to another. The side buildings used to house the sacred texts, and the vault itself once contained spirit tablets used in the winter solstice ceremony. Behind all this is the famous nine-dragon juniper tree, whose trunk is famous for resembling dragons coiling their way upwards. Now, the way the emperor used to approach the main temple ran along this wide walkway from the south gate of the park. The other way you can approach is from the east side via the long corridor. So if you get off at the subway stop and enter through the east gate, this is probably how you'll get there as well. And why not? Because this also happens to be a popular site all day long for people to relax, play cards, listen to music, picnic, and otherwise just hang out on nice summer days. But no matter which way you get to it, the crowning attraction of the entire complex is the Hall of Prayer for Good Harvests. Just outside the inner walls is a furnace for the animal sacrifices, including a small pit for burying the fur and blood. But this is the main attraction. This famous triple-gabled temple sits on another three-tiered marble terrace. And here you can see the carvings that the emperor's sedan chair would travel over when going up to the temple, which visually represents the journey from earth to heaven. Now, this was originally built in 1420 during the Ming Dynasty, but it had to be rebuilt in 1890 after a fire from a lightning strike. As it stands today, it's a perfect example of Ming architectural methods, and fir trees from Oregon serve as the support pillars. It's pretty remarkable that these pillars support the ceiling without the use of any nails or cement. But maybe the best part of this site is that it's surrounded by an enormous 660-acre park filled with over 4,000 ancient cypress trees and lots of open areas for activities. It's really common to see old people dancing and children playing. You could hang out and admire the scenery at the Double Pagoda, where kids like to climb around the decorative rock gardens. And at this clearing, later in the evening, you'll find serious kite flyers out here with their fancy equipment and LED flashing kites. The park is also a popular location for wedding photography due to the many gardens and scenic areas around. Overall, it's pretty well manicured and pristine, which is a major feat considering its massive size. It's basically like Beijing's version of Central Park and only costs 15 kuai to get in. And best of all for us, our apartment is just right down the street. If you like this video, please subscribe to see more and consider sharing it with a friend. I'll have more videos of our daily life in Beijing out soon, so stay tuned for more frequent updates in the future. And be sure to visit some of the more popular videos I've already posted. Thanks for watching.